self-doubt. And to be honest, it has never brought me down. No, 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 no. I'm really glad I'm not walking around believing my inflated ape brain figured it out. And suddenly you realize that everything you'd ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize, 'cause everything I ever thought I was made me cry. Like I don't take part in your big search for who you are. And I don't care that I sound arrogant, but knowing who you are is just for amateurs. And suddenly you realize, yeah, that everything you ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize. Oh, still everything you ever thought you were made me cry. To be honest, it made me wanna die inside. And I'm sure I did, but just a little bit. And suddenly you realize that everything you'd ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize, 'cause everything I ever thought I was made me cry. Yeah, and suddenly you realize that everything you'd ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize. Still everything you ever thought you were made me cry.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. We might have a cozy amount of people here. Not much people are interested in DLF, but that's okay. We're going to continue where we left off, which was the stream that was 3 hours long. So it was talking about Willie, update on the credit check, Lexington co-op, as well as banned from the video Liquidators. So we're going to continue at the 2 hour in mark. He was eating chips, and he was talking about a lot of things. Excuse me. So let's pick up where we left off. Thanks for joining me. Smash the like button. I know it's a Saturday, the 22nd of October. I mean, Halloween is just around the corner. If you are celebrating, just make sure you're safe. And let's get into it. Well, after we do our introductions, it seems Martha wants my attention for some reason. Okay, there we go. And now she's going to go open the door. Open it, Martha. There you go. Okay. She knows how to open doors. Gemini, hi there. V. We got Ami. We got Lynn Smith, Nola Boo, Karina, and everybody else just listening. Thanks for joining me. Let me share my screen. We're going to get straight into this because, hey, why not? So let me do this. I pressed the wrong button. It's supposed to be F11. All right, here we go. We're going to big screen and we're going to share. All right, let's do this. Hey, Edna Online, welcome. What's up? Hopefully everybody's good on this Saturday. So if you haven't watched part 1, well, you can watch it after. Not much you're missing. Well, actually, some things you're missing. He did show off Willie, and he did talk about certain things that we didn't know before. But yeah, let's just get started. Let's go.
You're riding a bike past this place where you had problems with this guy, even though it's in my own fucking neighborhood. And this guy at Lexington Co-op lives in fucking South Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom's like, well, why are you looking people up? I'm looking people up so I can know where not to go.
And online, thanks for the trigger warning.
Okay? Because quite frankly, I do not trust you when you say this.
Whatever happened to Kiwi? Well, that's Roman's bird, Kiwi. And it seems what happened was that that bird actually belonged to somebody else. Allegedly,
Willie!
supposedly his girlfriend or something like that.
Willie!
All right, so yeah, Karina.
I don't trust you when you say, oh, you could go
all those animals, even the orange cat, the dog, and Kiwi the bird.
to this place. Or you can go here, you can go there.
Such a cute cat, though, Willie is.
It's kind of funny, too. It's like my mom doesn't do this to anything else but Lockport. She'll be like, yeah, you could go to that Target.
Right, Nolabu? I mean, eating
you
habits.
Past the Lexington Co-op, but you can't go to you shouldn't be going to Lockport because those women live in Lockport. It's like, okay, well, I guess that makes Williamsville off limits because that's where they work. You know?
Great.
I guess that makes Kaisertown off limits because that's where the girls' parents live, one of them. That makes Depew off limits because
why he doxing?
That's where one of those girls' parents live. How do we know
Stop
they're
it.
not going over there?
Stop it, DLF.
To visit. Then I end up going to, I don't know, Dick Road or something.
Right, and Willie is such a cute orange cat.
I'm running into them. You see, where's the limit here? You know?
Why would you? Right, exactly. But hey, that's just DLF for you.
And actually, you know what? The restraining order says that I have to be within I have to be. The restraining order says I can't be within 100 yards of their home.
Well, good.
Okay. And if I go to Lockport, I'm not going to be within 100 yards of their home. Okay.
Hopefully not.
And I said, well, I can't be 100 yards from their home. They should be 100 yards from my home. And my mom actually said this, too. She's like, well, even if they stand outside your building, that's fine.
I wonder. I'm going to have to ask. Or maybe you can ask, Karina.
Because the only way it can be 100 yards is if you go straight up. I'm like, what? What are you talking about going straight up? Well,
ooh, Karina, please don't put
when it
those.
comes to an apartment building, it goes by your apartment.
Moving on up, moving on up. to the
So-
east side.
Unless you plan on jumping off the balcony, you are not within 100 yards from them. She said you still have to walk out your unit, go down the hall, and then go down the
Really?
elevator, and then go through the building that way.
Really? DLF,
I'm
really?
like, no, just stay away from my fucking building. What?
It's got to be like that. Hey, Just I. Welcome to the chat. And there all of it goes. Who eats Doritos with dip like that? Or do you like get it out of, I don't know, one of those smaller containers?
So, no,
What a curious kitty cat.
you don't want that. It's a little spicy for you. No.
All right, what else is he gonna do? Let me go forward a little bit. He ain't really talking about much. That cat is super adorable. If you're just coming in, smash that like button. Also, everybody, we're getting into some more DLF content sooner or later, more sooner than later. Catching up with DLF on what he's been up to. He did get a cat, as you can see.
What are you doing?
There's many other things.
Mm-mm.
Such a curious critter. Hey, my cat goes in my face like that as well. Well, both of them do and give me kisses. Mostly it's Martha, though.
So it's like, if I go to that fucking if I go past the Lexington Co-op, okay, what's going to stop, and I get arrested, what's going to stop my mom from saying, well, I said you could go there, but what you could do and what you should do is two different stories.
We might not need the
No.
TW trigger warning. Maybe. I don't think so. He's going to get back into
I
it.
could go to the Lexington Co-op.
Oh, money shot.
Doesn't mean I should go to the Lexington Co-op. And now we have a new problem here.
Which is...
Last week, I went to the Video Liquidators, the one on Hurdle and Elmwood.
Here's the story. He got banned from the Video Liquidators.
Okay. Shit. This was not the one that the guy from the Lexington Co-op used to work at. He used to work at the one at Clinton and Bailey. Okay. So I go to the Video Liquidators at Hurdle and Elmwood, right?
Then what happened?
And I walked in there. I was looking for a job. Right?
Subgloating, welcome.
I was seeing if they were hiring. I walked in there. I go up to the guy behind the counter. I said, "Hey, are you hiring?" And he looks at me. He's like, "I'm not hiring you. You need to leave my store before I call the police."
What?
And I was like, what? I was like, what? Why are you threatening me? He's like, you need to leave before I call the police. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yes, leave before I call the police on you.
Interesting.
Whatever.
Very,
I
very,
left.
very interesting.
I didn't make a big stink of it or anything else. I just left.
What was that?
So somehow there's a guy that works at the Video Liquidators. By the way, Video Liquidators, that's actually a porn shop. Okay, it's a
Wait a second. I was just about to say they actually do those still, because here in Canada we used to have that, but we had Rogers Video, right? But before we had Blockbuster. Remember when Blockbuster was huge back in like the late 90s, early 2000s were super huge, and all of a sudden the early 2000s started to fall off rapidly. And then my local Blockbuster turned into a Rogers Video store, and I used to pick up DVDs. Before it was like 3 for like 30, then it was like 3 for 20, or like 2 for, what was it? 3 for 20, 2 for 15. Then after that, it was like 1 for like $5, and it just kept on getting cheaper and cheaper because, of course, DVDs were going out of style because people started to use torrents back in those days, not streaming, but torrents. And then torrents started becoming popular, and getting your stuff because the internet speed started getting become popular, and then now it's all about streaming.
chain of porn shops in the Buffalo area. It's called Video Liquidators.
So there are prawn
And
shops.
I know there's one. On Hurdle and Elmwood, and I know there's one at Clinton and Bailey.
True, Edna. LimeWire was wild. Peer-to-peer was like the ish back in the early 2000s.
There's the one at Clinton and Bailey. Is the one that the guy at the Lexington Co-op used to work at like 20 years ago or so. And this guy at the one at the Hurdle and Elmwood location, I don't know who he is. I've never seen this guy in my life before.
Awesome, Jackie. What's your bird's name? Hey, Mary.
I've never
Welcome.
seen him before. So this guy, who I've never seen in my life before, is telling me that he's going to call the police if I don't leave right away. And I don't even care. I just chalk it up to being like, oh, man, well, if you're going to be like that, I don't even want to work here then. I don't want to work here if you're going to sit here. You must be a thrill to work with.
Knowing DLF, I'm sure there's more to this story, to be honest with you. There has to be. Like, a guy's not just going to kick you out of the Video Liquidators just to kick you out of there unless it's an actual legitimate reason. And if he's saying it's a prawn store, then what does that tell you? Something has to have happened. It's just, what did happen?
And
PJ Piranha Jaws, okay.
So I don't know who this guy is, but I now feel like I have to go around the corner for this store as well. So
really? How is he gonna keep track of all of this? Like the stores he gotta avoid, he has to go the long way around?
I mean,
do you know? And can you imagine? He says he actually gets off the bus, he walks around, and then he gets back on the bus. I'm like, that's way too much work. Ain't nobody got time for that. Can you imagine? You're avoiding a place. You get off the bus just before the place. You walk the long way around the place. Then you get back on the bus. But you're not factoring in the waiting time. because then you got to wait for the next bus to come along. Maybe the next bus is coming along, but then by the time you walk around the place, it's already passed. Like, that's way too frustrating to me. I'm not doing that. No, ain't nobody got time for that.
Willie, what are you doing? No. And you better not be going under that couch. Excuse me. Better not be going under that fucking couch, Willie.
That cat is major cuteness vibes.
Willie, no. No.
Better start carrying a notepad, exactly. You can't keep up these days where he's banned from, when he's technically not banned, where he's really banned from, where he walks around the long way. It's too much.
So, we got that problem. I flipped out on my counselor the other day because it's just like, you know, now that my court case is all done and over with.
Why? You don't need to be nice?
Now that my court case is all done and over with, you know, I was trying to get a cat. Well, I got a cat.
Uh-huh.
But now I'm trying to look for a job. And it's extremely difficult for me to get a job.
I wonder why.
Willie! Come here.
Trigger warning, everybody. Trigger warning. Thanks for this, Edna.
It's extremely difficult to get a job.
Monty After
it's
Dark,
like I walked
after
in
this.
the Video Liquidators, the porn shop, and this guy who I've never fucking met before in my life, I don't know his name, I don't know who he is telling me he's going to call the police just for me looking for a job.
That don't make no sense. It has to have to do with something that happened there in the past. No one's just gonna tell you that out of the blue. Plus, it's a prawn shop, so that tells me DLF did something. He's not gonna tell you he did something, but read between the lines, everybody. A prawn shop of all places, which typically would be a bastion of sleazy dudes all over that place, and you're telling me some guy is taking offense to you being there. There has to be a logical reason, and that logical reason, I believe, is that something occurred previously.
Like, now I'm being threatened with police.
Exactly, Mary.
If I even try to look for a job.
I think so, Penny. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, this dude did something.
You know, this is fucking stupid. But
definitely
that's
done.
Just
did
the way it is, I guess. And there's nothing around here. There's nothing around here for work. Not even. It's not even Elmwood. It's just the whole Buffalo area. No job. No jobs whatsoever.
I wonder how it really is like.
You go on wnyjobs.com. Look for part-time.
Remember, everybody, Buffalo is a city of light. Remember how we found that out? That it was like the first city, believe it was it in North America to be powered in the standard way of lighting that we know for all cities these days, or practically all cities.
And you go and look for part-time, and you know what they have on? You know what kind of jobs they have?
Cleaning.
There were 6 jobs listed. Okay, 4 of them were for a truck driving job. The other 2 were for nursing positions, and I'm like, I don't do any of these. And that's all that I see on these fucking websites. Like, trying to find a job, like literally makes me angry because I do not want to hear about how there's an employee shortage.
Right, Penny Lane.
And then I get threatened with police when I'm actually trying to find work. That makes no fucking sense.
It makes sense if you did something.
I get threatened with to get the police called on me for simply asking if a place is hiring.
That don't make no sense. Who's down to wax his legs?
You know?
I nominate you.
I get threatened with the police for that.
How about that?
And it's like, I do not want to fucking hear about how there's a staffing shortage. I don't want to hear it. Because you had the opportunity. And you know what? People have speculated that the guy at the video liquidators that threatened the police. People have speculated that maybe it's somebody that goes to these metal shows, or maybe it's somebody that watches your videos. And I'm like,
maybe he is somebody.
I mean, maybe, but
maybe you're known, DLF. You're famous.
Maybe,
you're Debo.
But I mean, Willie, get from a. You're like BBJ with Foodie Beauty. Come here, Willie. No,
really? No, more like Sam. I can hold the wax.
So,
are we gonna heat up wax, then wax him with the strips? You'll slap some wax on those bad boys.
What are you doing? Hi. So I'm just like, you know what?
All right, spit it out, DLF. You know what exactly? Please tell me. He could go stock.
So the thing I was trying to say was that
he could.
If I were to go down to, I don't know what I was about to say now. Oh yeah, if this guy was somebody that knew me in the metal scene or watches my videos or something, and I don't know who this guy is, don't you think it would be a little bit better to just say, oh, yeah, sorry, we're not hiring?
Or you did something, so he decided
to
want to call the cops on you.
We're not hiring at this point. We're at this time. No, but instead, what does he do? No, he just has to go straight to threatening police on me. Like a fucking Karen.
He definitely did something. I'm telling you. I'm calling it now. We're going to find out about it sooner or later.
Which, let's say he does know me from my videos or whatever. Let's say he does know me from my videos.
Then what?
Willie. Let's say he does know me from my videos. Okay? He should know that I put people on blast.
Oh, here, yeah.
Okay? So,
I guess he's scared.
Cut the shit.
Oh, so cute.
So, yes, he should know that if I go into a place and you're threatening me you're threatening to call the police on me, he should know that, I will be vocal about that. And that it will be brought up on a video. So if he doesn't want me to put him on blast or make a video about it, then maybe he should.
Or nobody cares.
He
How about
should
that?
just been like, yeah, sorry, we're not hiring. And left it at that. Because what am I going to say about that? I'm going to say that piece of shit at the Video Liquidators said that he's not hiring. Okay. I was working for the last job I had was at Regis, where you go around and play inventory and shit.
Oh yeah, I remember that, Regis.
Okay, that was the last job I had, and COVID hit, and I ended up.
I think that was after the casino job. Remember the casino job?
Losing that because they laid everyone off. And then Regis, I think, went out of business. And now there's a company called WIS, WIS.
Ooh, okay.
I applied for that. I talked to the guy, and he pretty much said, we can't hire you because you don't have a car.
What did you do at the casino?
And I said,
I believe he was cleaning, Edna.
I take the bus. He's like, we don't allow people to take buses to work. I could take an Uber. We don't allow people to take Ubers to work.
Get your shirt like DLF, sure. Will do.
I'm like, well, this is great. Cold turkey resulted in me not getting yet another job. Oh, and you know what he said? You know what this guy said? He said it's nothing against you. It's just that we've had problems with people taking the bus in the past. They're not reliable.
Okay.
And we'd had people taking Ubers and having problems.
That don't make no sense. Does that make sense, people? That's busist. It is very busist.
So it's getting so fucking difficult to find jobs around here. And nobody takes me seriously. I keep telling people I need to move out of Buffalo. I need to move out of New York State. Okay? And nobody takes me seriously. My mom won't help me if I move out of New York State. She said, she said, I don't want you to get out of New York State, so I am not going to help you do so.
Right, Glowden, he should have been like, I have a trike.
Well, that's great.
I have a bike.
Then I get no fucking job. Okay? I get no fucking job. She's like, you need to find something around here. And it says, I cannot live in Buffalo any longer. Okay?
Now, what's wrong with Buffalo? Before, it was like, he's got to get the hell out of Lovejoy. Got to get the hell out of Lovejoy. Then after that, it was like, I gotta get the hell out of Lovejoy. You got the hell out of Lovejoy. You live in a great area, Buffalo. Buffalo is still a city of how many people? What's the population of Buffalo right now? And he's saying there's no jobs. 255,000 people live in Buffalo. Come on. No jobs, really?
She's like, I don't know what to tell you then. It's like, how about you help me get a place somewhere out west where I can go get a job. I can go to a fucking concert without worrying about getting my ass beat.
Maybe he could get a job in Prawn. He could be the new Ron Jeremy, but his name's Dragon Lord Frodo.
Okay? She's like, you could get a job. McDonald's is hiring. And I'm like, oh my God.
OMG, for real.
That's what she said. She makes up all these fucking excuses and then says...
That's too much.
She says, well, you're better off just staying here. You know people here. I'm like, I know people here that want to kill me, okay? I cannot get a job
Trigger warning.
without people threatening the police on me.
He could be a fluffer.
Do you not understand why that's a problem?
He totally could be a fluffer.
I cannot go and see a fucking band without people making threats toward me, without people trying to beat the shit out of me. Okay?
I remember when the bouncer bounced him, that female bouncer. Now he hates female bouncers for some reason.
Well, it's not my fault. Nobody said it was! This is what pisses me off. It's not my fault. Who fucking said it was your fault? It's not my fault I can't go to these metal shows. No, I'm not taking responsibility for that shit. Because I didn't do anything.
What does going to a metal show have to do with getting a job?
To not go to metal shows. This was Clint Carr sitting there. He didn't like the fact I was autistic. So what did he do? He started spreading rumors about me. Then when I tried to talk to him about it, he said that I threatened him with a knife. Said I was going to kill him. Said that I was going to shoot up his funeral home. None of which I said.
By the way, Clint doesn't actually own a real funeral home. That's just the name of a local residence where bands used to come and play. Like if you were a small band or just an upstart band, you would go to the funeral home, in quotation marks, and play.
None of which I fucking said. And now everybody hates me. Okay? This is why. Well, if you move out of the state.
But wait a second, that whole Clint Carr situation's like 15 years ago? Why is this still a problem? 15 years ago, that's practically a whole generation of people. Or is the scene just that small when it comes to metal in Buffalo that people still remember that and they're pissed off?
That's not gonna prevent you. The internet follows you no matter where you go. I understand that. Okay?
Good.
I understand that the internet follows me. I get it.
Good.
I am not worried about the internet. I am worried about real life people. I am worried about going past the store, getting arrested, and I don't want to be getting arrested again because that's state prison. I go past the store, I get arrested,
right, Marie?
I try to find a job, I'm threatened with police.
Yikes.
I go to metal shows.
Yikes.
I'm threatened with my life. I'm threatened to get my ass kicked. People fucking follow me, fucking start shit with me in public. Okay? I have to go around the corner to go places.
You don't have to.
I don't want the fucking trouble. Okay? Do you not understand this? Do you not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Who are you talking to? Huh?
Okay?
Imagine being his neighbor. Exactly. I was thinking the same thing.
This is it.
I don't know who's worse, Foodie
This
and
is
Pete's, him.
Then I'm like, you need to teach me how to drive. She's like, no, I don't want you driving. Plus, it's expensive to get a car. I did not say anything about getting a fucking car now, did I? I said, I want to learn how to drive. That is it. No car, no nothing. I just said, I want to learn how to drive. Oh, my God. It's like pulling teeth with my mom. Well, what are you going to do about a car and insurance and gas? I don't care. I just want to learn how to drive.
Okay, we got it. We got it, DLF.
Well, why do you have to learn how to drive when you're not going to get a car?
Breathe, relax.
And then this is it. This is
Calm
why.
down.
This is why I go insane, because she can't get it through her head. I am spelling this out as clear as I could be. I do not care about getting a car right now. I care about just getting a fucking license and learning how to drive. That is it.
Yeah, why doesn't Imam understand?
That is it.
He wants to be independent.
Is it. That is it. Well, why would you want to?
That's the other thing, Mary. He can go to the DMV. He can take the test himself and, do it all himself. He doesn't need the assistance of his mother.
Learn how to drive. I'm like, oh my God, shut the fuck up. Fine, I'll learn myself.
Yeah, learn yourself. Exactly. Do it yourself,
She
DLF.
doesn't get it. She doesn't get it that even if I just get a license, that would open me up to so much other opportunities. Willie. All right, where the fuck is this cat? Oh, there he is. I have to watch him. When I can't see him, I'm assuming he's going under the couch again. And my mom's like, why don't you just get a job with Amazon? You do it at home. No. Because first of all, I looked into that Amazon thing. It's a scam. Second, I don't want a job at home. I want to go out and go to work. I don't want to sit
I prefer at home.
And
Hey, Rob.
and do this. I want to go to work.
Another thing I am noticing and another complaint from other people is this. You have a small kitten in your place and you're shouting like that. You shouldn't be doing that. It's going to scare the cat.
It's not a scam. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I hate Amazon. Why do you have an Amazon wish list then? This is what I have to deal with.
Right, Mary, exactly.
It can't just be simple yes or no. It's gotta be, you need to explain why you have an Amazon wish list when you don't want to work at Amazon. I try to get a job at UPS. Okay? I try to get a job at UPS. I go through the application. Everything is online. Okay? So I go through the application.
Right, Marie?
And what happens?
He wants to be a productive member
very end of the application
of society.
The website breaks.
Then you freak out.
That's right. I get to the part where we put right down to the part where it says submit.
Hopefully, Karina, he didn't wear that T-shirt for his UPS interview.
And
hopefully not.
For some reason, it won't let me click on submit.
I've had that happen before.
No, you know what it was? There's like a button there where you press the button and it puts the dot in the button or whatever. It's like, do you wish to submit your application? And then it's like, yes, submit, or no, cancel my application or whatever. And I go to put yes, submit, you press it, and then you have to press submit. And when I press it, submit doesn't light up.
Oh. Did you click agree with whatever is written there?
And I'm just stuck on that page. So I tried, and this shit with the applying for the jobs on the internet, this is bullshit. Because I do not want to sit there and make account after account after account just to apply for a goddamn job. It's like you go on say the Walmart
Can you imagine DLF as a helper, Mary, at UPS with this kind of attitude?
website. They're like, oh, you got to do the application online. Okay, so you go on there. I'm like, I want to do this. You need to create an account to do this. And I'm like, I don't want to create an account. Then it's like you have to verify it with your phone. You have to verify your email. You have to put in a 6-digit code. And then you get to the application. And then the application takes 2 hours long.
What's up?
Because they have to throw everything at you at once. They're asking you these morality questions. I'm just like, what's
wrong with that?
You know that they're judging you by those questions. It's like, if this person is caught slacking on the job and there's something going on over here, what would you do? And then there's like 4 questions, like stop what you're doing and go help this person, stop what you're doing and stop helping. It's like,
really, that's a good question, Glodin. What y'all think DLF put in his resume?
And there's like 100 of them. I don't want to be doing this. Okay? You know that if this was a paper application, those questions would not be on there.
For sure, Mary.
Because no one's gonna want to even.
He's a leg model.
Like, I remember the one time.
Those questions.
One time I applied for.
Those questions are annoying, but they put them there, and it's become a frequent thing at a lot of workplaces.
For cleaning job.
It's like what they do is they ask the same questions but different ways to try and catch you.
Job.
All right,
and you know what happened?
Wait a second, what kind of job?
It was.
Wait, let's go back.
Do it. Like, I remember the one time I applied for a cleaning job. And you know what happened? It was a paper application. And you know what happened? I swear the application was this thick. It was almost 200 pages. And of course, I don't know what the fuck people are thinking, but this is 200 pages and none of them have a fucking staple in it. So you just hand me a thing of loose papers.
DLF does sexy content.
When I get mail from the fucking food stamps, they always send me these loose papers, and I cannot stand it because these loose papers are never in order either.
Wow.
They just stuff a bunch of loose papers into an envelope and send it to me. And now I have to sort through them. I have to put them all in order, and there's no rhyme or reason in these fucking pages.
Wow, okay. Hard life problems for a guy who was getting propped up by the state of New York. Hard
I have
problems.
no idea what the hell they're numbering these pages. They're not in order. They're not organized. And I can't keep track of it all. I tell my people at the food stamp place, I do not want you to send me loose papers in the mail, and they still do it. You can't.
He is, Marie.
You
Pissed
can't
off at
take the
anything.
second to fucking put a quick staple in there before you send it out. I do not want this in my home. Okay? I don't understand. I don't understand how people can get fired from a job and then 2 hours later, I got a new job. I start tomorrow. I don't understand, because when
That's called hustling.
I get fired from a job, it usually takes me at least a couple months to get a new job.
It's called hustling.
I never understood how people can do this, where people can get fired from a job or quit or whatever, and then have another fucking job within hours. I remember I knew this one guy. He quit one job.
It's called hustling.
Like, oh, it doesn't matter. I'm starting a new job tomorrow anyway. Or you got fired. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm starting a new job anyway. And I'm just like, how the hell are you doing this? Because what it usually does is, even if I'm all set to get a job, it always takes a couple weeks to get everything finalized. It's like,
why is DLF so angry all the time? Come on, DLF.
oh my God.
Why?
And then my mother's brother keeps saying, just get a job. Just get a job. How the hell am I supposed to just get a job? Nobody is hiring. I can't make people hire. Okay?
He needs to work. He needs to go to one of those, maybe those resume writing workshops, those skill workshops that maybe do mock interviews.
Oh my God.
That's true as well. Be free. It is a lot easier.
Willie! No, it's like I can't even trust this cat to not go in a fucking window now, because he claws at the screens.
Aw, Smokey, Steve, and Mark, they're married. Congrats to them. That is so awesome. Wow.
He's gonna end up getting himself hurt.
I don't think so, Marie, but I'm gonna check to confirm. I believe he's unblocked.
And then I will never hear the end of it from Worm Boy and his fucking people.
Worm Boy, that's me.
Willie!
I'm Worm Boy.
Stop ripping apart the screen.
Aw, so
And
cute.
don't go under that fucking couch.
And he's gone again. So cute, that Willie.
This is ridiculous with this fucking work shit. It's like, why don't you get a job? I'm trying. Why don't you try harder? How much harder can I fucking try? There are no jobs. There are no jobs. I can't even get a job at Wegmans.
All right, Be Free.
I tried. I fucking tried. I got denied a job at Wegmans.
Okay. Why is that?
Well, you fucked up the interview. Oh my God. There is a fucking way to do this? You fucked up the interview. Just go fuck yourself. I fucked up the interview. Why? Because they're asking me stupid fucking questions.
I guess that's why he effed up the interview. Thinking they're stupid questions.
The fucking questions are stupid.
There's your reason.
Give us an example of when you gave it your all.
Yeah, gave it your best, gave it your all.
And then I have to hear bullshit terminology.
Give us an example of when you were frustrated at work and what you did to resolve the problem. Give us an example of, a coworker and you having a problem and how you resolved it.
Give us an example when you gave exceptional customer service. How about fuck you? No, seriously, how about fuck you? Stop with the buzzwords, okay?
Yeah, no buzzwords. No buzzwords.
And I don't even know if I could be getting a job anymore. With all this woke bullshit that goes around in the fucking workplaces now, I don't think I can handle it.
Okay. Gotcha.
Because I don't want to hear about. I don't want to have to sit there and be taught that I'm a fucking bad guy because I'm white, or I'm a fucking bad guy because I'm not gay.
What?
Telling me that I need to check. How about you fuck yourself? How's that sound? And check my privilege. How about you check your fucking? How about you check your fucking weave at the door?
What?
Check my privilege. How about you go check your fuck yourself? How's that sound? How about you check your fucking privilege?
Oh, he's just too much. I'm sorry, he's just too much. Why is he so mad? I think this is
just like
built up frustration over a long period of time.
I just want to.
But at the end of the day, does he really have much to worry about? When you think about it, there's people who might not have a job and you still have bills to pay. You may have lost your job. You still have bills to pay. You got to go to work. It might not be enough. There's a lot of other things that other people have to go through. At least he's propped up by the state, right? He has a county worker. He can ask for things. His apartment is paid. He gets a stipend per month to live off of. There's people in way worse situations all over the place.
Fucking job. Well, when they ask you that, they just want you blowing smoke up their ass. Why? Why? If they know that I'm not being truthful, why ask those questions? Why don't you go to job coach?
Yeah, go to a workshop.
Here we fucking go with
job coach workshop.
I had to hear this from my therapist as well.
Come on, DLF, you can do it.
You up with a job coach, and I'm like, no.
Probably is WW.
No. Why not? Because I've had job coaches in the past, and they've been nothing but problems.
Or you're the problem.
They're like, he's like, explain to me. I said, well, the last job coach I had decided she was going to have a meeting with her higher ups because I said I didn't want to get a job where I was cleaning all day. She's like, well, that's what you're supposed to, that's the jobs that we have you down to do, are cleaning. I said, I don't agree with that. I said, I don't want a cleaning job. They're like, doesn't matter if you like. It's what we put you down as. I'm like, you know what? Go fuck yourself.
Then what does that mean? Does that mean he's lacking in experience then? If they say that that's the only thing that they can put him down as, or that's what they're put him down as, is a cleaning job, then what that translates to me is that he's lacking experiences in pretty much any other field. What are the things Willie has seen, Karina? What do you think Willie has seen?
I'll get my own fucking job. They said I wasn't allowed to get a data entry job. That's what they told me. They're like, "Oh, you can't get a data entry job because you're not listed down here to get that kind of job."
Other Willies, that's what I was gonna say. Maybe other
So I can't help you with that.
colorful
I'm
Willies.
only allowed to help you with getting a cleaning job. It's like, oh, really? So let's see. I can get help getting a job, but it's going to be a job that I fucking hate. And I hate those cleaning jobs. I hate them with a passion.
Yeah, I remember you told us that. Therefore, you know who.
Because
I won't
why do I
repeat.
hate them? Because they treat you like shit at these jobs. I am sorry. They do. They run a lot of these places run their crew like it's a fucking prison. Okay? Remember that one Willie!
Uh-oh.
They run their fucking crew like it's a fucking prison. Okay?
He'd be an interesting bouncer.
That fucking
No.
cleaning crew like it's a fucking prison.
Hey, Beach Beauty, welcome.
I remember the one cleaning job I had. What the fuck was going on again with that cleaning job? Oh yeah. The one day I come in, they said, I want you to do this, this, and this. It was something I didn't do. It was something like they wanted me to do some special project. So I do the special project for that. It took up most of my fucking shift. Then they bitch when my other fucking shit didn't get done. Why didn't this get done? Why didn't that get done? Why didn't this get? Because I was doing your special project. Well, maybe you should have done the special project faster and did the other shit faster. And they were yelling at me. They were screaming at me over it.
I wonder, Mary.
Single fucking time I get a cleaning job, guess what happens? Guess what happens?
You get fired?
Jobs? That's right. That's right. They train you for about a week. It's never the supervisor that trains. It's always another fucking employee that trains me. Okay? So
come on, DLF.
I get trained. I'm doing my jobs, doing all this, doing that. All of a sudden, I get called in the office. Mike, you didn't clean out this fucking room over here. I'm like, what? I don't go in there. I was never told to go in there. She's like, well, that's part of your job. You have to go in there.
But he wasn't told to go in there.
I said, well, that door's locked. So you gotta get the
key?
Security guard to let you in. And I'm like, I was never told to go in there to clean it. She's like, yeah, you were. You were told by a person training you that you had to go in there and clean that room. I was like,
man, that is
wrong. I
wrong.
got told to clean that room.
That's wrong. Come on.
And then I get written up for it. So what they do is they'll train you by somebody that doesn't show you everything, and then when I don't do the one thing that they didn't show me what to do, I get in trouble for it.
Right. You know what? I've actually had a job like that. I really have. And I hate jobs like that where you get into shit because somebody else didn't tell you exactly what to do at the job. And sometimes it feels as if it's a setup. Beach Beauty says, this is to celebrate getting my internet back after Ian's destruction of my neighborhood. Monty, well, welcome back, Beach Beauty. Thanks for being back. Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You see how that works? I remember the one time I got fired from a job cleaning a school because I didn't know the ins and outs of that fucking school.
You know what's funny? What came up with, you know how we're talking about the Canadian Diabetes Foundation? The reason why I know so much about that is because I actually had that job during the summertime. I was driving one of their trucks and we used to go around collecting their clothes when I was in school. So what happened was there would uh, sometimes be two guys per truck, but sometimes it's only you. So there's times where I used to be on my own driving what should be a D class or D license vehicle, but I still had my full graduated license for a car. And they had me driving this truck around in neighborhoods. Man, it was, I remember the first few times driving that truck, the number of curbs I used to jump was incredible because, I'm not so used to the wide turning angles and the dimensions. But hey, finally, I figured it out how to drive this D class truck. Because in Canada, the those smaller trucks are D class, but it still is a truck. So that's why I'm comfortable driving like moving vehicles because I had so much experience with that. But I remember getting reamed out because they told me to go to Timbuktu to go pick up clothing that was left behind, I think the day or a few days before, a day or two or a few days before by another driver and collector. And then I got reamed out because they're like, why you take so long? We're not gonna pay you for the extra hours you took because you're supposed to be back by this time. Why were you late? I'm like, you guys told me to go out into the middle of nowhere to go pick up stuff. How do you expect me to come back in time? Like it's not logically. So I know exactly how it feels. I'm sure a lot of people know exactly how it feels when you've been at those jobs where people don't tell you everything or they tell you to go do this and then it takes you time to do it and then they get angry that you didn't do the other stuff or that it takes you more time. I'm like, listen, seriously. Reminds you of working
The
security?
first fucking day, and I got lost. I'm sorry. They're just like, go to the music room on the second floor. Where is it? It's on the second floor. Well, what do you want me to do? I don't know where these places are. Okay? You need to show me. We're busy. Or what they'll do is they'll have everybody that works at that thing, and they'll just go in and do a room at a time, all at once. And everybody's in the way. Everybody's fucking around. Everybody's goofing off. I'm the only one cleaning.
He is very angry.
I get fired from there because I was the only one. Because
you're the only one cleaning?
I'm the new guy.
Okay.
So everyone gets to sit around and play with dice all day. That's the way they found a pair of dice in the
is that what they're doing?
And they're like fucking playing dice in the fucking thing.
So he was the only one cleaning, huh? And if he's talking about dice playing, I kind of guess what kind of individuals those are. Not gonna say anything, but I'm kind of getting understanding. Nothing is ever DLF's fault.
Like, I can't.
It's always somebody else.
I can't work like this. I'm sorry.
Never taking accountability.
Oh, like if you get a job coach, you can't do certain jobs. That is bullshit. Because I guess what they do is they have you down as doing certain jobs, and if you want to do something different, then they have to call in a meeting.
Edna says, yeah, I once worked security at my university library, and it was kind of wild at times. Like, wild how? People stealing books?
They have to literally call in a meeting with the higher-ups and have it approved. So, like, I can tell them until I'm blue in the face, I do not want to do cleaning jobs. I do not want to do cleaning jobs. And they're like, well, that's what you do. That's what you've done your whole life. And I'm like, oh,
that cleaning job.
My God. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh my God. Why? Just why? Why am I doing this? It's like one of those things. It's one of those things where it's like I do something once and now I'm expected to do it over and for the rest of my fucking life. I do one cleaning job because I wanted a fucking job.
Be Free says he doesn't mind dumpster diving, etc. Maybe he'd be good at being a garbage man. He'd make bank if that stuff doesn't bother him. Yeah.
Now it's my whole career path. Oh, Mike, you lived in Lovejoy your whole fucking life. You can live here a little bit longer. You lived in Buffalo your entire life. You're established here. You should keep living here, even if there's no jobs and everyone wants to fucking kill you. That's the way people treat me. I do one fucking cleaning job. I had a job doing cleaning for years.
Beach Beauty, you should see Pete's. Well, then again, wasn't his cleaning job at the casino? I think it's a lot more pleasant there.
Because it was like one or two jobs I did, and now
Edna says most people try to sneak in coffee in unapproved containers, but once a man pooped on a table, I can see that happening.
It's expected. That's the only jobs that I get. Like, I don't like this. And then I have to worry. Then I have to worry about, like with Aspire when I had that fucking broad stealing my fucking records out of the fucking closet there. Stealing my fucking
Deb, I'll post the link.
Case notes and showing them off to all the metal shows.
Oh, your case
showing
notes.
Them off to all the fucking metal shows. Then when I complain to her supervisor, the supervisor comes back and says, "If you don't like what's going on, we could just you don't have to have our services if you don't like what's going on."
Very true. Free, be free.
And then I'm the fucking bad guy because I called out somebody that was beyond breaking the law. Okay, taking my records, my fucking case notes and my fucking records, taking all those, and then taking them and showing them off to your friends at metal shows at the bars. Like, this is Michael Constantine. This is all his case notes right here. That is illegal. And when I called her out on it, when I spoke to a supervisor, the supervisor defended the woman, and she said, if you don't like what's going on, we don't have to work with you.
That's strange. I wonder if you went any higher than the supervisor, because, that's not cool. If somebody really did steal his case notes, that's not okay.
That's Aspire for you. You don't like what's going on here? You don't like the fact that our job coach is taking your case notes and showing them off to her friends at the bars? Goodbye. Your services are terminated here.
Yikes.
Aspire of Western New York. Go
Yikes.
fuck yourself.
That's not cool. Thank you, V, for becoming a member again. Appreciate you.
That's what's going on in my life right now.
I think, they can see the seething anger under the veil that is Dragon Lord Frodo, especially when he's going to interviews and he says they're stupid questions, but everybody knows those questions that they will ask you. They'll ask you about how to problem solve, how you navigate through difficult decisions and difficult days. Like, it's always the same type of questions they'll ask, so just be good at answering those questions.
Now, what day is it?
Thanks, Deb W, for becoming a member again. Appreciate
Today is Tuesday. No, today's Wednesday. Wednesday, right? Wednesday, yes. Wednesday, October 12th, 2022.
Yeah,
And
this is over a week ago. He was on a 2-week timeout.
I'm still on a 2-week ban. I should be back like Friday or Saturday or something like that. I'm not sure. But I should be back either Friday or Saturday. So I'm banned on YouTube until probably Friday or Saturday for medical misinformation. Ooh. And so right now, catch me on Odyssey, catch me on BitChute. The thing is that
As he said, medical misinformation, which is a common bannable theme for Dragonlord Frodo. He keeps getting banned a lot of the times for medical misinformation.
I'm going to ride this YouTube thing out as much as I could. But ultimately, if my channel gets taken down again, I'm not coming back to YouTube.
So he says
full time on Odyssey.
So he says, but his views on Odyssey isn't anywhere close to what it is on YouTube.
I'm gonna live stream full time on Odyssey, and that'll be it. The only I'm gonna tell the truth. The only reason I'm on YouTube, the only reason that I'm keeping the YouTube going like this, is because I'm trying to build up a following over on Odyssey. Okay, I'm trying to get away from YouTube, and I'm trying to go over to Odyssey, live streams and videos and shit like that.
Feel better,
Odyssey
Karina?
and BitChute. So go follow me on Odyssey, okay? Because I am not going to come back to YouTube.
Not a lot, Marie.
If my channel gets taken down again.
On Odyssey,
so I'm trying to keep the YouTube.
He only gets a few views per video.
Going. I'm just doing it to try to move people over to Odyssey. But with that said, I don't know what's going on. Just go follow me on Odyssey. Link below in the description, and go follow me on Odyssey. Go follow me on BitChute, because I am. If I get taken off of YouTube, I'm not coming back. Okay.
I think he's gonna come back.
I'm just gonna go and live stream full time on Odyssey.
On YouTube, it could be anywhere from like 2 people to up to 40, depends on what he's streaming about. Typically, if he's game streaming, 2, maybe 6 or so people, less than 10 typically. But if he's talking about maybe me or French Fat Girl or something like that, then he can get up to like 30, 40 people.
Okay, so this is Dragonlord Frodo, and I approve this message. Thanks in advance for watching us. Follow me on Odyssey. Follow me on BitChute. Goodbye.
And that is it. We've gone through the 3-hour stream that is Dragonlord Frodo. So guess what, everybody? I am going to be out of here. I'm going to be back later on Monty After Dark. We're going to talk about anything and everything as a community together. And yeah, that's when I'll be back. If you're not going to be back, well, have a good Saturday. And take care of yourself. Be safe. But I'll be around as I usually am. This is Karina, and I approve this message. Well, Karina. Speaking of approving messages, I was going to say something, but you know what? Never mind. Anyways, smash that like button, everybody. And I am out. Take care. Wormboy out until a few hours from now. Bye-bye.